Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an exciting nail art look that I'm going to be showing you how I did. Today I'm using the new Holo Taco Barista collection to do a water marble on my nails, kind of like a latte art, but like the nail artist equivalent, which is of course water marble. So I received this collection in the mail out of the blue. I did not expect to be receiving it. And then I think 1 or 2 days after this collection released on a Wednesday, and 1 or 2 days later I got it in the mail without any warning, and I was so surprised and so grateful and appreciative because I didn't think I was going to be able to get this collection. So yeah, all that being said, I am really excited to have received it. I'm so grateful, and so I'm going to be doing a water marble to show off these beautiful polishes. And as you saw in this footage already, I started by painting a base layer of haute couture on my nails, and now I'm going to add liquid latex. When you're doing a water marble, or really like anything like a gradient or stamping, liquid latex is of course not necessary, but it is super duper helpful for cleanup and making everything much easier. Because I'm going to be dipping my nails into the water and getting a lot of polish on my nails, I am covering up a lot of my skin around my nail with the liquid latex. And then I really like to cover up the bottom of my nail too, so really just getting it underneath my nail and all around the skin and everything, just so that it's super easy to peel it all off after I've dipped my nails and get my hands covered in polish, which you will see happens later on. So now that my nails are ready, it's time to get the polishes ready, and all I'm doing is just unscrewing the caps so that it will be easier for me to get the brushes out, because when you're water marbling you don't really have a lot of time to lose, so it's a lot easier to just have the polishes open rather than having to open and close them. Okay, so now that my nails and the polishes are ready, I'm going to start dropping polish into the water. So when you're water marbling, you want to try to have like room temperature water. You don't want it to be too cool, because if it's too cold, the polish will dry a lot faster, and then it'll be a lot harder to add any patterns into your water marble. And you also don't want it to be too hot, so it's kind of like a Goldilocks situation. With water marble, like I mentioned, you need to work fast. It's not really a beginner-friendly nail art technique, and even now, after doing it for years, I still struggle a lot with it sometimes. Sometimes the polishes don't do well, sometimes the water is just not working, and sometimes it's user error as well, but there are a lot of factors that need to be accounted for in order to make your water marble turn out successful, so you shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes or try again. What I'm doing now is using a toothpick to pull the polish from the outside of the rings into the center. This is just my preferred method of doing a water marble pattern. I know that there are other patterns and techniques that people use, but this is the one that I really like, so this is just the pattern that I'm showing you today. Now, after I finished pulling the design and I liked how it looked, I turned the water a bit so that I could fit my finger in without hitting the camera, and I'm just gonna dip my nail in at like a 45-degree angle. You don't want to dip it straight in, you kind of want to go in at an angle so that the polish can adhere to your nail and not get messed up. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I used a Q-tip to just clean up the remaining polish in the water so that I wouldn't get any extra polish on my nail when I took it out of the water. Now if my camera would just focus, you could see that we finished the first nail. I cut out the footage of me dropping the polish in the water for the rest of the nails in this mani just because it's kind of self-explanatory. So I'm just going to show you again how I use a toothpick to form the patterns in the polish. You don't have to use just a toothpick. If you want, you could use a dotting tool or an orange wood stick, whatever works for you. It's important that you clean off whatever tool you're using in between each time that you dip it into the polish so that you don't accidentally get any polish on the design or mess up your pattern. So once again, after dipping my nail at an angle and not straight down into the polish, I cleaned up the remaining polish with a Q-tip and then gently took my nail out of the water. I'm not going to keep repeating myself by saying the same stuff, so now I'm just going to let you watch as I do the other 3 nails, and then I will be back to talk you through how I do my cleanup. Okay, I'm back. Now that all my nails have been dipped into the coffee pot, water marble cup, it's time to peel off the liquid latex, which is the most satisfying part, although it can be a little annoying when you don't get the most satisfying peels, because sometimes the liquid latex really does not want to come off. So I just take a pair of tweezers and gently separate the latex from my skin and then pull it off, and my main priority is just to not disrupt the polish. I don't want to accidentally smudge or hit the polish, so I just go slow and take off the latex in little pieces if need be. Hopefully from this footage you can see how helpful having the latex on the underside of my nail is, in addition to having it around my nail and my skin, because it allows me to easily remove that polish without having to use a Q-tip and get all the little pieces under my nails. Obviously, if you have shorter nails, this isn't going to be a problem, but if you have long nails like me, maybe you want to try putting liquid latex underneath your nail when you do a water marble. Again, sometimes the liquid latex will put up a little bit of a fight. Usually I get more satisfying peels than this, but it was just being a little bit tricky today, which it's alright, it always comes off in the end. And another thing to note is, it might just be this brand of liquid latex that I use, I'm not quite sure. Oops, sorry if you hear my cat in the background, but this liquid latex really dries out my skin, so after I take it off, I always make sure to add some cuticle oil around my nails. You should use cuticle oil daily anyways because it's super helpful for your nails, but after using this liquid latex, I always make sure to add some cuticle oil to kind of restore my skin and bring it back to how it was before applying the liquid latex. Although the liquid latex is really helpful in preventing polish from getting on your skin, inevitably a little bit might get on. I did just dip my fingers into nail polish, so I'm just dipping a cleanup brush into acetone. I use 100% acetone, and just using it around the sides of my nail to clean up any extra polish. And now, after all that, it's time to add a glossy top coat. Today I am using the Fast and Hard Quick Dry Top Coat from Vibrant Vinyls, and it is scented like a salted caramel frappe, which felt very fitting for this mani. And now, after all that, we are finally done, and here is the finished product. This is our finished Holo Taco Barista Collection coffee themed water marble. That is a mouthful, but oh my goodness, I love, love, love how this nail art look turned out. Water marbles always take a lot of trial and error, so if you struggle with it, don't give up. Nail art is all about practice and learning, and no matter what, you're gonna have beautiful polish on your nails. If you have any questions about water marbles, be sure to leave them in the comments and I will try my best to help you out. And if you have any tips or tricks, also be sure to leave them in the comments because I'm sure everyone will really appreciate them. Let's take a few more seconds to admire this beautiful Holo Taco water marble nail art look. Thank you so much to Holo Taco for sending me these polishes in the mail. I really, really appreciate it. And that's going to be all for now, so make sure to let me know in the comments what you think about this nail art look, what you would like to see next time, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!